today, as you can see, it's gonna be a bunch of little fixing things in this video. In the previous clip I just showed you, that is my taillights staying on all the time. For some reason, my brake light switch will stay on, and then for some reason, I don't know, like, I guess it's when it's cold, it'll just stay on no matter what. If I put on the heat in the car and let it run for a little bit and allow the car to get warm on the inside, it then gets rid of the issue of where I hit the pedal and it stays on. But once it's warm, I'll hit it and then it'll turn off like normal. So I got a replacement switch sensor. I don't know if you guys can see it, but yeah, that's it. But we're gonna get into it, and then the next thing will be on my way to the shop, to my boy's shop. He's holding on to my spare transmission that I have for the Jenny. I have an issue right now where my shifter selector rod end is the piece that went bad on the car. When I was doing a bunch of stuff underneath the car, I looked at it and I was like, yeah, this is definitely gonna break at some point very soon. And what do you know, literally 2 days later, I can't go in reverse right now.
Put in reverse, here!
So everywhere I park, I have to make sure I'm on a hill so that I can roll back, or I can like pull through, because everywhere over here in Connecticut is like pull in parking spots or reverse in. So yeah, I'm just kind of chilling with that, especially with work. With work, I could just pull in on a hill, reverse out in neutral. But yeah, we'll get to that in a minute. We're just gonna do this piece first. And yeah, but really quick, I'm just gonna show you what issues I'm having. So like, I hit the brake pedal, and then brake light stays on. Once I put my foot underneath, it then turns off. I'm honestly getting very tired of doing that every time because it is annoying shit, and I quite frankly don't like it. I know you guys see the red seats. I just need red front seats now. Alright, so as you can see, the new one and the current one, slightly different shaped. Same exact connector though. All you gotta do though is just have it kind of set to around the same height. And then you just want to make sure that when the pedal is completely depressed, when the pedal is completely up, you want to make sure that your brake light stays off. And as soon as you touch the brake, your brake light will come on. So yeah, so with the new one, all you got to do is literally just put it in. It's just a connector that you actually put in. You just gotta now rotate it, which is fine because it's a regular clip. But yeah, so I'm gonna put the new one in. All right, as you can see, it's off right now. Do what I did like last time. Step on the brake, and it's off. So I had attempted beforehand to adjust the set screw on the old one, but because of, I guess, how old it was and just how ready it was to go, it didn't work. Anytime I slightly adjusted it, it just didn't work. So with the new one, kind of had to adjust it a couple times just to make sure that it's like perfect. Let me show you guys. So right now, I'll see if you can see through that window. My foot is just touching it. Light's still not on. I'm gonna push a little bit. and the light comes on. So that's all you need for that. That was quick, not even 5 minutes. If you're having the same issue, definitely try just adjusting it first before you buy a new one. In my case, I tried adjusting it, still didn't work. Same issue kept happening, so bought a new one. I think I got it from like Rock Auto or something like that, like months ago. Because I've had this issue for like over a year, and I finally gotten tired of it. My trans, when I had first, or the shifter when I had first put it in, it did not do this at all. It was rock solid. Like, you would have to really shake the shit out of it in order to get it to move. But now it just flops, and that's not the shifter's fault. It's just the fact that the factory design is super terrible, and it, just like everything else, it just wears out. My car has 125,000 miles on it, and it's freaking been through its paces, you know. Like, I drive the hell out of it. Like, luckily I do have another transmission. That transmission also has the same issue that's wrong with this one, where that little piece is just worn to hell. Hopefully, so like I ordered it a couple days ago. Hopefully it'll be here by like the end of this week or so. I'm about to leave work. Look at my car gets. Look what these birds do to my shit. Shit all over the car. I'm parked on a slight hill right now. I'm about to neutral and roll up. Did you hear that? If I can find it, the car will start like almost like it's grinding the gear. Right there. It's terrible. We do not like that whatsoever. Alright, so this is the main piece of what we were waiting for. This is that little back end of the trans. And mine is shot on my trans, or both of them actually, so I needed this no matter what I did. So yeah, we'll be on our way to my boy's shop in a second. But yeah, see you when I get there.
You didn't tighten the one under the res. The small one on the res. It was just like... Psh.
I've also got some new Redline MT90. It's the GL4 for the trans. I'm pretty sure it's 75W90. Yeah, 75W90. It's GL4. You don't want to go any higher than GL4 on the Jenny trans for the BK1. I'm not sure about the BK2 with the like 2014 plus models. I think yours might be a little bit different. I'm not too sure, so do your research before you do start buying shit. So just got back from work. So this is the piece that we'll be using or replacing. Sorry, the new pin. This has two pieces with it. I'm really not sure how this is gonna go in the car, but like of course this is gonna go through here. It's just I don't know how to take this pin out really, and like what I'm gonna have to do. Well, it's gonna get jammed in there somehow, but how am I gonna do that? But we're gonna find out, and I'm gonna show you. So this is the spare trans. This is from a 2013 Jenny. It's got around the same amount of mileage as mine does. So yeah, time to get into it. But for I'm gonna actually be reusing my hydraulic release bearing that I have for the car, because mine is still fairly new. It's only been on the car for like about 10,000 miles or so, maybe a little less. And then I also have a stainless steel clutch line, so I'll just be putting my old one just right back on. Everything practically from here to here, my car currently, I'll just keep the same thing. But this is the main focus of the day. This trans left to right is fine. Like, that's what you want. You want it to be able to like move left and right still, or having it move left and right is fine. But like with my other trans, it's able to go in like a full circle, and that is exactly what you don't want. All right, so as you can see right there, I got that little pin piece pushed out. So what you want to do is you're gonna want to pull this like shaft back to like put it in like second or fourth gear or whatever. Just pull straight back to lift it up a little higher so that you have an area for it to get punched out to. So take a little, where to put it? So I took a little center punch. This one is a 1/8 of an inch punch. Put it dead center. There's like another, like this portion here that's sticking out. It sticks out and sits flush. It sits flush like right there. So I just put it there, took the hammer, and just whacked away at it. I also used some WD-40 or PV Blast or whatever you got to just kind of loosen it all up. Smacked away at it. You do gotta hit a decently hard for it to come loose. But yeah, so now I'm gonna go and step up to my other size for my center punch. I'm gonna knock out this little other portion as well. It's the inner portion. I might have to go one size down on this center punch. I gotta go one side down, or just hit the edge here. Alright guys, I'm back, but still in the same spot for you. I just went and dropped off my little sister at work, and right now back at it again. Take your mallet, punch tool, and so this center portion is going to be a little bit harder than the smaller pin. Like the bigger pin is going to be harder than the smaller pin to get out, and that's it for me. Definitely not going to be that easy. The next thing I got to remove is now this pin, because I need to reuse this rod. All right, so right now I'm actually having the hardest time removing this pin. I have this in the vise with a socket on one end and then a deep socket on the other end, and I'm just pushing it through. I've been at this for like 20 minutes now, and that's as far as I've gotten. Shit is ridiculous. All right, I have the pins in. I use my center punch, and I had kind of slightly started the bigger pin in it, but didn't push it. Like I got it flush on like the inside. You'll be able to see what I'm talking about. On the inner diameter portion of this, I had gotten it to sit flush there, then put it over, then took my center punch and whacked it the rest of the way in. Then I took the smaller pin, and then I whacked that all the way, so that was flush on that side again. So it's gonna look like this. You can take your new pin and your freshly removed other pin. You can take that out. Mine was an absolute pain to remove, but this one goes in like butter, which is great. So now I'm just gonna slide that over. Hopefully this goes easily, probably more than likely not, because why not? Anything Jenny related is always an issue. Take my dead blow hammer, tap it down, lined up. I think that's it. This is being a pain. Let's see. Slide in. Yep. All the way through. And then you can see this little pin, this little C-clip. It goes right back here. And it's on. That's like what your left and right neutral is gonna be. So like I was saying about the pin, right? This is the old one for reference. What I was talking about with starting the pin, I put the piece inside the vise. Imagine this is the pin. I had, kind of set it in place, then took a dead blow hammer to it, so that I would start it on the inside and then get it flush with like this inner diameter portion. See what I mean? Get it flush, don't have it stick out, or else you won't be able to slip it on. So once you have it like that, ready to go, you then hold it up and leave it in place and then tap it the rest of the way in so that you have it all lined up. All right, so we got everything connected there. This is gonna be honestly pretty simple from this point on. I am going to remove the old slave cylinder, or the hydraulic release bearing, like the technical word for it. So next, I'm actually gonna put the trans on the trans jack. I'm gonna remove the hydraulic release bearing. I believe it was just 10 mil bolts from the last time I did it. And yeah, it should take like 10 seconds really. And then clean out the inner portion of the bell housing. We're now gonna be removing 1, 2, 3 bolts. So right now, taking a quick little detour. We're actually gonna go pick up. I got a Facebook Marketplace deal. I need some tools from work, and this guy's selling some drill and impact that I need. So on my way right now to go get it. I'm like 15 minutes away, so I'm not gonna show like the interaction, but I'll show you when I'm done. It's all out. Time to clean it up. All right, so right now, gonna drop the exhaust, drop the trans out. Okay, so first, the exhaust is gonna come out now. Time for the tranny wheel. I'm not gonna film this whole process because I've already done this before. So, go back to my previous videos on the channel where I do the whole clutch. that's where I show how to remove this. And we got the trans out. Bam. All right. So the reason why you would do this mod, I don't know if you can see it. So for me, just going like this, forward and back, you have up and down. You do like normally you'll have left and right motion, but like, do you see that? It's like literally rotating almost in a circle, and that's not good compared to the other one. This one has no up and down. I'm literally yanking the trans up and down. Hopefully all this fixes my issues that I've had. But now we're gonna get that one in here. And we're gonna have this one go up in the Jenny. So, get back to you once it's in. Oh, glad, little boy. All right, so now we back. Before, I was not able to do that. Easy, easy. Oh, I wasn't able to go into fifth like at all. Like that's just, look at that. With the thumb. You ready? Fifth. Sixth, no problem. So it's pretty late. So the trans is in right now. I'm just letting the old fluid drain out. I believe it's like about 2.3 quarts that we need. So we're gonna use 2 full ones and then a little bit of the third. Took the Jenny out, you know. Right now, don't mind this. I got my best friend's mom. She's about to make me a new shift boot to match this. I also got an order going out for a customer, and you already know I had to pick up some halal food. Yeah, the Jenny drives mint now, like. But yeah, we're about to head over to my boy's shop, and now we're gonna actually roll the fenders on the Jenny, the front fenders, because I had slightly like unrolled the fender a little bit, and I'm just not trying to bake in my shit. So fender roller coming in like the next few minutes. I'm gonna see if I can trick one of my boys into doing it for me, because I honestly don't even know what the hell I'm doing with that, not gonna lie. But first I gotta go back home and pick up my heat gun, and then we are out.
Man, I love this car.
Fenders rolled and boost leak fixed. Shout out to Michael for rolling the fenders. I had him do the fronts because, you know, the Jenny's already rolled in the rear from factory. I had him do the fronts for me. They came out mint. So hopefully you guys made it to the end of the video. Hope y'all enjoyed. Stay tuned for the next one. We got some things coming. Peace.